ladies and gents, this is Linda, Chic777, and today I'm coming at you with the guest design team project for SaCrafters.com. Now this project is part of a 3-unit present I'm making for Christmas, and what I have is I'm doing like 2 canvases with this project I'm going to show you that will set in between the 2 canvases. You've already seen one of the canvases on one of my earlier videos, and so I'm just going to kind of make a matching canvas tonight. If not, go check it out. It was probably about 2 or 3 videos ago, not that very far. Anyway, I'm going to move my sign out of the way and show you what I have come up with. Okay, and here we go. Here it is. I know, right? So super cute. Sa has a bunch of different shadow boxes in her shop, and when I saw this, because she let me choose what 3 things I wanted to alter, I was like, I've got to have that. I'm going to flip it over kind of sideways here. In the shape of a guitar. The reason it is very poetic for me to use this shape is because this Christmas present that I am creating has a bunch of different photos, senior pictures of my niece, and she plays every instrument under the sun, the bass guitar being her favorite. So I chose this guitar just because it was perfect. It just suit her, it fit her personality, and it'll look great in between these canvases. Now I chose not to cover up this particular shadow box a lot in terms of paper and paint. I left it pretty plain. I'm going to turn it to the side here. I left it pretty well, the wood color. You can see some shimmer because what I used was kind of a clear shimmer on it. So, I think maybe even a little bit of a white shimmer, just very little. But I wanted to leave it the brown color because the canvases that I'm making to go with this are blues and browns in color. So this was perfect. So I didn't have to do much to it. Now, Sa's shadow boxes, this one comes with 8 layers. So you can make these shadow boxes, and they all are varying in width and how many layers they come with. But you can make them as thick or as thin as you would like them to be. Okay, and I chose to use this the full thickness. Okay. What I did for paper is I used Recollections of Portobello Road, is that what it is? Paper line. On this part of like the guitar and on the front, what I did is I just used a combination of Tim Holtz white picket fence stain, so it kind of gives it the white. And then I also used Lindy's Stamp Gang, a Whale Watch blue color, so it gives it just a little bit of a shimmer of a blue. Okay, I didn't really, like I said, want to do much to the wood because it was perfect color already. Okay. All right, so let's start at the top. Oh, and also, I don't know, you can kind of see it. See that texture right there? The texture I used was, you know what, now I have to pull it out and look. And I've got it behind this stuff, of course. It's by Art Basics, the new Prima, and it is, of course, I didn't have it out and ready, the White Sand Texture Paste. It's Finnabar's, one of her new products, mixed media products. White Sand. Interesting. I was expecting it to come out. You guys know how I usually, I've often mixed acrylic paint with sand, and I was expecting it to kind of turn out like that. But it actually kind of dries a clear color. And then the sand, of course, is a clear color. So that is a very interesting texture to me, but I kind of like it. It's interesting. I didn't use much. As you can see, I was just kind of trying it out, seeing how it was going to turn out in the end. Got it over here. It just adds a really light, I'm sure you can make it very thick. Got it like here on the wings. You can kind of see the texture. So interesting product to try. I encourage you to try and use it. It's really kind of cool. So anyway, at the top, oh, and I see I even put some on the flowers. Okay, back to the flowers. I used Wild Orchid Craft flowers, some Prima flowers, I think, and Petaloo flowers. These are my favorite little Petaloo flowers, these little blossoms here. Really cute. They're great filler flowers. So I kind of trailed that down the side and into the inside of the shadow box. Up here I used a wooden lamp post from SaCrafters. Now, mine broke. Fault of my own. I accidentally bent it somehow in a way that it broke. So it's a little bit shorter, sticking out shorter than it normally does. I've got the original here because 2 come in a set. This is what it originally looks like. Mine broke about right here. So all I did was take this half. This half was already glued into the flowers. So I took this half and glued it on top of that. But it's very thick. But like I said, it was my fault that it broke. These are very sturdy. You have to be careful with them, but they are pretty darn sturdy. Okay, so that's the original that it looks like. And I also wanted to show you she's got some new lamp posts, because that's just kind of the lamp, I guess. She's got new lamp posts that are very similar to that design. These are the miniature ones. Very cute. Very cute if you're looking. And these could totally look... well, I guess for next year's Christmas season, because Christmas is almost upon us next week, but could totally look Christmassy with holly and stuff on them, or not. It can just make something look very vintage or shabby. But I wanted to show you that while I had the other lamppost out. So anyway, so I tucked that little piece in. Right here I've got a music note, also from SaCrafters shop. Coming down, let's stick to the outside. This is new street signs that Sa makes. They come in a set of 3, and don't quote me on it, but there's at least probably 8 different sets. Excuse me, bumping that. 8 different sets of lampposts. Let me just grab some for you. I believe, and I may have mine out of order, but you saw that one that said Adore Boulevard, and then Adorable Street, and Perfect Lane. Okay, and then another set that I got. And these, as you can see, are really not even bigger than my hand. So they're perfect size. This says Beautiful Street, and Lucky Boulevard, and Amazing Lane. And like I said, she's got a bunch of different sets. I'm so glad she came up with these. We had fun. I kind of helped her name a few of the streets, and then she came up with some streets of her own, and I can't wait to get every single sign. I think I only purchased like 2 sets or 3 sets. But anyway, these are stinking adorable. I know. Get yourself some. They're cute. Anyway, so that's down the side here. And then I've got a Petaloo butterfly up on top of that. I feel like my lighting is just not quite right, you guys. Sorry about that. You know what? Let me try something. See if the lighting behind me helps a little bit. Okay, I think that's a little bit better. Maybe not. Petaloo butterfly here, and then I did some Wild Orchid Craft Petaloo flowers here, and then I had just a little bit of this, I don't even remember what this came from, like those balls of fiber yarn, you know, the different fibers. So I just did a multiple little bow and kind of glued it in the center of the flowers, and then I had this cute little dangling mini keychain, 3 keys on a chain, and I tucked it right inside there as well. So when it hangs on the wall, the little keys are dangling. Super cute. Okay, so inside, let's move inside of this shadow box. In the very back, I've got a wooden skeleton clock from SaCrafters. Turn it that way, you can kind of see it poking out there. I've got more Wild Orchid Craft and Petaloo flowers. I've tucked in some pieces of this doily tablecloth I had that was all ripped up. I found it at a garage sale. Had like a big hole in it. Bought it for $1, and it's perfect because I just cut it up and use it for texture. Tuck some of the pieces in there, as you can see. And then on this side, I've got a little, I think that's a Tim Holtz gear there, metal gear. I tucked in a tiny little, teeny tiny Prima resin angel there, and it's playing his little, it's not a guitar, but I can't remember what those little instruments are called. And then tuck some more flowers in, some more of that right in here, some more of that tablecloth. As you come down the side here, the whole inside is just covered in flowers, and then I've layered on top of it. It's just totally covered in flowers. But if you come in here, you can see another gear poked in there, Tim Holtz. This is a Prima light bulb. It says "you" on it because this word, this wood word, comes from SaCrafters, so it says "love you." Okay. Behind, and this word "love," it's so cute. For the O, it's a heart shape. Really cute. You can see it kind of tucked behind there. Behind that love, I've got a Prima metal clock face there. And then the love word over it. And then on top of that, I've got the little clock faces you can buy from Hobby Lobby. Can't quite remember the name all of a sudden, but they're the little clock faces there, the metal clock faces that are similar to the Prima. We all know the line, but it's just escaping right now. And then I've got some Prima clock hands right here. And then I've also on the letters, that white sand texture. It just kind of looks like a little bit of snow. Just adds just a real pretty little texture there. And then right behind the love ensemble, I've got a picture of my niece, and I kind of sewed around the edges. And I kind of recolored the picture. I put it kind of like a, not a black and white tone, like a vintage tone to it, so that you could still see the sweater she's wearing has a little bit of a bluish shade to it, but the rest of her is kind of in a brown tones versus just a black and white. On camera it is kind of looking just black and white, isn't it? But it's kind of a brown tone. And then behind her, I've got these little mini wooden wings, and those are from SaCrafters. And then I've put some of that Portobello Road paper on top. And the little mini wings are super cute. Let me see if I can find them quickly for you. Here we are. Yay! I was afraid I wasn't going to find them very quickly. You get in a set of 3, I think. Super easy to cover. And here they are. Look how cute those little mini wings are. She does make bigger wings, bigger size wings, but these are the little mini ones. And these are perfect for her shadow boxes. All her little mini things, like the mini lamp posts and the mini fences and these cute little signs, I mean, they're all perfect for her shadow boxes and stuff like that. So that is my project. I hope you enjoyed it. I love the wings coming out behind my niece. I love the love word in my adore sign. It's just all beautiful. Thank you, Sa, for all your beautiful pieces to work with here. Just gorgeous. So I will have the link down below to Sa's shop. Also, while I'm thinking about it real quick, when I glued these pieces together, I did use wood glue. You could probably use any kind of glue you want, but it's super easy. The back is one solid piece, and then you glue the little frames, let's say, on top, one on top of the other, and I just used wood glue, held perfectly wonderful. And then I clamped it together for, you know, about a half an hour. Anyway, so like I said, I'll put the links down below to Sa's shop. I'll have the link down below to my blog if you'd like to see closer up photos. I thank you for sharing your time with me, and I'll talk with you again soon. Bye!